All right, guys. So, like I said, we're going fishing today. I'm going to show you my setup, what I like to use for panfish. Now, I don't use your standard corks. I like to use what you call a lead head cork. And the reason I like to use this particular cork is because it has lead on it already. And I'm going to show you guys how I tie my line. I don't like to put a lead on my line per se, because I like for it to have a natural fall. That's bait or crickets, it really doesn't matter. I like for it to have a natural fall and the fish have more time to get to it versus that lead making it drop real fast. Unless, you know, the fish are in a certain area, certain zone, depth of water that I want. But this is what I use, and like I said, they come in different sizes, as you see. So they come in different sizes and different colors. I like the smaller one because well, this size is what I like more, unless I'm fishing for bass with live bait. I like to use this one. This one will hold a small brim or a small bass minnow better than these will. But these two are my favorite because of the size. It's got a lead on it. I can get it out to where I need it to be on an ultralight rod without putting lead on my line, like I said. So these are good, especially in the wind. They're so streamlined that when you throw them, the wind doesn't catch it. It cuts the wind so you're able to get your bait out to where you need to be. So these are lead head corks. I like to use those. I also like to use certain hooks. Here you got a golden hook, which is pretty good for panfish. I prefer a longer shank, meaning back end on it, because the fish can't get the whole hook in his mouth. You have a longer shank on it. But I didn't have any of those to show you, so I'm just showing you the ones that I do have. So here, that's the gold one. I got another one here that's more like a bronze copper color. And I have what they call a true turn hook. The true turn hook has a little hinge in it, or a little hitch in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know if the camera lets you see that. But that's a nice hook also. And then if I'm fishing for bait for bass, when I want to catch small brim, I use this little small hook right here. So this is what I use. I'm going to show you guys how I tie my knot, how I set my line up. That way, you know, it'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so today, during this fishing adventure, I'm going to be using an ultralight. This is made by Sienna. Not a name brand rod and reel, but it's very, very lightweight. You know, it's very well balanced. As you can see, it's very well balanced pole. And this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to show you guys how I tie my knot on my line. I'm going to show you a couple ways of how to fish for panfish, or set it up for panfish, but I'm going to show you how I do this. So first I want to take the hook. As you can see, I'm going to run my line through that hook like that. This is a very simple knot. I mean, it'll never come loose. You can catch catfish, bass. I've caught 20-pound catfish with this same knot. Take this end, the leader end, and you want to keep your thumb and your finger together over the hook. You want to take this, you want to wrap it. So I call it snake wraps around the tree, snake crawls through the hole, snake crawls back through the hole, and then you pull it, and it'll tighten up. Never come loose on you. That's it. Now again, I don't put lead in between my hook and my bobber. I let the hook be the lead because I want the bait to have a natural drop to it, like it fell out of a tree, so it'll drop. So what I do, I'll take about maybe 1.5 feet of line, and again, these little Lead corks come in all colors, shapes, sizes. You know, you can get them at your local tackle store. And the way they work, and these smaller ones are harder to work with than the large ones. You want the lead part on the bottom. So you want to push this part here, and you can see the little hinge is gonna come out right here. You want to put your line through that, and then it'll lock into place. You want to do the same thing on the top. Push the little hinge in, boom. Now you got the setup I like with the bobber and the hook, no lead. You throw it out. This lead head lets you throw this thing a long way without having lead on it. Okay, the second setup, as you can see with my hook, I have a split shot right here. That's the hook, split shot, and then I have the cork. So this setup right here is a popular one by a lot of people. They like the little split shot between the cork and the hook. Me, I don't like that presentation a lot unless, you know, situations change. But that's it, folks. Ultralight fishing. Have another ultralight pole right here. 4-pound test on it. We're going out here to see if we can catch some bluegill, some bass, some crappie, whatever's biting. We're gonna try to catch it. And later on, I'm gonna show you guys some stuff I got from Temu that could probably help your channel. You know, then again, it might not. But on that note, we're getting ready to head out. I will see you guys when we